Hello, we're back. G'day, Nicole, how are you? Oop. Just trying to balance this jiggy here somewhere. Good to hear. Who else is out there? There's Nicole. We're on a rough tripod today, I'm afraid. I'm good, thanks. Cold. We're hanging out in the Wombat pen today. Boo here is just chowing down on her dinner. Who else have we got out there? Where are you, Nicole? Hopefully it's warmer wherever you are. Find some way we can see Boo. There we go. Jeez, she's grown. Yeah, she's getting big. She's growing every day. I should weigh her. She'd be every bit of 20 kilos now, I suppose. So, I'll see if we can get her in the frame a little bit more, but then you can't see me. Not that it's really mine, I suppose. It's all about Boo, isn't it? Who else have we got out there? So there's Josh and there's... got Josh and Nicole. How is everybody? How are you, Josh? Did you enjoy your visit to Hamilton the other day? Five people out there now. Well, yeah, hopefully the other three people out there who don't feel like chatting are somewhere nice and warm and cozier than cold old Hamilton. It's pretty chilly out here. I had to go and break the ice off a couple of water bowls and things this morning. G'day, Foozle, how are you? No, it's really cold here in Adelaide. Oh, yeah, I bet. I went to Adelaide a few weeks ago. I've got to go to Adelaide again in the next, sort of 2 months. I want to do some filming with the Adelaide Koala Rescue guys, which should be good. G'day, mate. How are you? Ziggs Harkin. Is it Zach? You work at Oakvale. I remember that much. Yeah. Welcome. It's just me and Boo here today, but it's a bit hard to get. Here we go. Boo, if you sit back here, people can see you eat. She's like, why'd you move my bowl? Bingo, yeah, I remember that much. The first wombat I ever worked with actually came from Oakvale years and years ago. It was a little baby Tonka, come from South Australia. Originally went to Oakvale and was sent from Oakvale to Billabong Sanctuary, still as a sort of joey. So I've never been to Oakvale, but I've had a little bit of dealings with them 10 years ago now. Yeah. Who else is out there? Seven people, sorry. Is it warmer up where you are, Zach? G'day, Shannon. How are you, mate? Life's good. It's cold. But if you didn't gather from the title of our video, we're going to be going to Darwin in a couple of weeks, which is exciting. I've never actually been to the territory. How is the dingo and what's his name? The dingo's name is Aztec. He's doing very well. He's got his big fluffy winter coat on. He's just hard to do videos with because he never sits still. G'day, Samantha. True, pretty cool. I wasn't aware of that. Yeah, pouring rain. Yeah, half the country needs rain, the other half the country's sick of rain, isn't it? Mind you, that's what farmers do. They complain about the rain. But yeah, it's cold no matter where you go. But yeah, we're going to be going to Darwin. And I've never been to the Northern Territory. So it's pretty exciting. The other half's taken me up for my birthday. So we're going to go up and, you know, have a close look at some crocs and see Noonamar Rodeo. I'm going to go up there for a rodeo. And hopefully, yeah, maybe even do a couple of videos. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with Darwin and surrounds and the parks and things up there, what you think we should include in some videos. I don't know. I've never been there. So I've got a couple of videos I want to do on the cane toads, and I know that they'll certainly be easy enough to find. But whether I'm assuming everybody here's from Australia, you'll probably be aware that because of our permit conditions and stuff, we can't just go and catch stuff out of the bush and film willy-nilly. But hopefully I can visit a couple of parks and maybe do some videos at some parks. G'day, Coop. How are you, mate? How are those Western Blueies doing? I'm a bit boring. Here we go. You don't want me to block the image of the adorable hairy potato. You need a lizard pit this big, Coop. Best friend used to live there in Darwin. Yeah, I've been wanting to go there for a long, long time. I've applied for a few jobs in Darwin years ago, which sort of never eventuated. But now we're settled down here in the bottom end of the country. But it'll be nice nonetheless to go up there. There's 12 people out there. We've got a few of us here today. Josh, Kakadu, Croc Cove. I don't think we'll be able to get to Kakadu, I'm afraid. We're only there for a couple of days. We've got a hire car that's got like a maximum limit of kilometres on it. And I'm going to have the other half and the little tacker in tow. But I want to go to Black Jungle Swamp, which is between Noonamar, where we're staying, in Darwin, which is a place, a little tributary, where Bryony, the young girl, was killed by a crocodile 10 years ago. So we'll go visit Black Jungle Swamp. Hopefully visit Fog Dam, because you can't be a reptile keeper and go to the territory without visiting Fog Dam. And yeah, I might see if I can catch up with Gavin as well. I know he's a very busy man, but we'll see how things go. I suppose I've got to fit in some family time around it all as well. And like I said, we've got the rodeo on too. Anywhere with crocs? Yeah, I was thinking maybe a video on the whole jumping crocs thing. And, do these jumping croc cruises teach crocodiles to follow fishermen's boats and things like that? There's some interesting work done by, I think, Adam Britton on how crocodiles are able to tell the difference from one style of boat to another, and it's something that a lot of people talk about and complain about and have opinions about. So yeah, I thought maybe a video on the jumping crocs. See if there's a video in that, and hopefully, yeah, see a few other places. Crocosaurus Cove would be amazing. I've just got to see if I can maybe tee up. Love my channel, thank you, Santi. Yeah, hopefully I can maybe tee up with somebody at Crocosaurus Cove and get some footage rather than just walking around. And love from India. Oh, g'day in India. How are you? I've been actually reading a lot about Indian snakes. I was asked by somebody what my sort of dream video would be if I could make a bigger documentary. And I was saying doing a video on the big 4 venomous snakes in India would be amazing. If I could get over there and film the Indian cobra, the common crate, the saw-scaled viper, and the Russell's viper, which combined kill 50,000 people a year, would be amazing to do. So if enough of you subscribe and help us grow, who knows, maybe I'll get to India and film your big 4. They're 4 very, very cool snakes. I missed another comment there, but... Oh. Jealous, buzzing to go herping again. Yeah, there's not much herping down this way. Like Coop said, anywhere with crocs. Yeah, so down here, our herping is pretty limited. We've got tiger snakes and blueies and copperheads. That's about it. About half an hour north of me, we get, or even 20 minutes north, we get shinglebacks. And a little bit further again, you get eastern beardies, but they're pretty few on the ground. We're right on the southern limit of their range. If you're really lucky, about an hour north, there's a very small population of lacies left. G'day, Danny. How are you, mate? There's a few of us here now. I've been a crocodilus. Yeah, I've got friends who used to work at crocodilus. I wouldn't mind going and visiting. I've heard some very good reviews, and I've heard some not so good reviews. There's sadly no snakes where you're from. Where's that, Samantha? Imagine living in a place with no snakes. Are you in Ireland or New Zealand? It's good as. What's good as? Having no snakes. New Zealand, yeah, there's no snakes over there. I probably made a living at one point out of the fact that Kiwis don't particularly like snakes. I used to work for outback mine sites, catching, like on the gas pipeline. They dig a big trench to lay pipes in the ground. And all the guys every person I've ever met who welds polypipe together is a Kiwi. And none of the Kiwis want to go to work every day until somebody gets the snakes out of the trench. So yeah, I made a full-time living flying up to the bush for 21 days, 28 days at a time, catching snakes out of the trenches and flying home. Might be going to Darwin and Alice Springs next year for New Year's. Oh, New Year's you'll be going to Victoria. Yeah, I was going to say New Year's in Darwin would be pretty steamy and hot. Be a great time if you're in a reptiles, middle of the wet season. But you'd be pretty limited with sort of how far out of town you can get. A lot of the roads close and stuff up in the territory that time of year. But yeah, down in Victoria, it's not a bad place to be over New Year's, I suppose. That being said, I'm barely in Victoria. I'm in a town called Hamilton, which is on the western border. So we're only about an hour from the South Australian border. So you say Victorian, people imagine we're sitting in the eastern suburbs of Melbourne sipping deconstructed avocado lattes, but yeah, we're out in a small country town on the South Australian border. There's a couple of maned wolves at Crocodilus. I'll have to go have a look. I've seen maned wolves before at Melbourne Zoo. I don't know if they've still got them, but they had maned wolves when I was a kid. You far from Glencoe? Yeah, not too far. I'd love to go up north this time of year. God, yeah, you're telling me, sick of the cold. I suppose it's a good time of year, you'd know being a reptile person to get away, because I've got to get somebody to come and feed, all the fluffy things, but all the reptiles are pretty well asleep. So if I'm going to go away, this is the time to do it. Also, this is the time of year where we have a fair few less shows. It's starting to get dark, so it won't be too much longer. I've got to feed possums and all sorts of things. Same, love to go up north. Yeah, I'm lucky to be going up north, I've got to admit. I'm pretty excited. Is it getting dark fast or what? I have to bring you as close so you can still see me. You still eating, Boo? Don't know if I can make it any brighter or what. Also, guys, while I've got you, I suppose, I'm not sure if you've seen on our Facebook or on the YouTube community part of our page, but our video coming out this Wednesday should be a good one. We interviewed Nathan from Aussie Pythons at Other Reptiles, heading to Bundaberg in a month. That's a good place. Probably the only find cane toads. Oh, we used to find a few, we were a long way north of Bundaberg, but we used to find a few brown tree snakes and stuff through the dry season in Townsville. But yeah, so this Wednesday, there'll be a video coming out. We're talking to Nathan from Aussie Pythons and Other Reptiles, particularly on his experience having been bitten by the world's most venomous snake. For those of you, I'm not sure if there is any on at the moment, who follow us on Patreon, you can already see it there. All our Patreon supporters can see that video now. Wednesday morning, Australian time, that video will go up for everybody else. But it's pretty good. People obviously ask me pretty regularly if I've ever been bitten by a venomous snake, and I'm pretty proud and fortunate to say I haven't. It's not that I haven't had some close calls, but I think being taught in zoos rather than privately, I might have had some safety things drilled in a lot harder than if I had have. I never had the chance to pick up some habits and stuff myself. I've probably picked up a few of those since leaving the zoo industry, but when you had a boss looking over your shoulder, it's safety first. I will look out for any of my shows up that way. Working in Glencoe for 2 weeks. Whoop. These messages disappear quick now. Would love to cuddle Boo. Yeah, everybody wants a cuddle with Boo. I would pick her up for a snuggle, but she's halfway through her dinner, so we'll leave her be. But you can see her chowing on down. What? Can you hear us talking about you? Funny old thing. But anyway, guys, I might wrap it up there. It's getting too dark, and I don't know if you can see me. But yeah, if any of you happen to brainstorm and come up with any good video ideas, there's a couple I want to do on cane toads. Some on Rick Shine's work on should we release more cane toads ahead of the front, which is really interesting and controversial stuff. You move up to Darwin soon. Oh, there you go. I'd love to be in Darwin. Crocodiles and keep all my reptiles outdoors, but the Wombat wouldn't do too well. So down in Victoria it is. But yeah, I want to do a video on the Rick Shine studies into cane toads. Why did cane toads come to Australia? All that sort of jargon. And yeah, any other sort of maybe captive animals I can get my hands on. But filming wild stuff, they're pretty strict with the permits. Hey, love my videos getting alpine and eastern blue tongues. If you want advice for, I don't know if Coop's still here, but if you want some really good advice, particularly on alpines, he's the man for alpines. Coop's Reptiles is watching us at the moment, maybe. Check out his channel, Coop's Reptiles. If he can't answer something, let me know, but he is the man for alpine blue tongues. But they're very cool lizards. I'd like to get some more. Snake sheds are not the snake sheds aren't the true length. Yeah, that's a good one. I've played around measuring snakes and sheds and found that you've got to subtract anywhere up to 40% from their skin, which is massive. 40%. A few of the ones that I measured were as little as 10%. I should have kept the paper and maybe wrote up in a Monitor magazine or something about it years ago. I just thought it'd be an interesting thing to do. Noticed I had a post on Facebook shout about native animals becoming pests overseas. Yeah, I should do a video on that. Video that you've missed. No, not that I can think of. Yeah, I do plan on doing a video on our brush-tail possum, you know, and brush-tails in New Zealand and that all that sort of drama. But yeah, we'll get to it. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap things up there. I'm sure you cannot see me at all. It's getting pretty dark. But I'll get inside before it gets any colder. Thanks for stopping by. If you come up with more ideas for videos in Darwin, let me know. Leave a comment. Otherwise, either watch our video on Wednesday, or if you feel like shelling out a couple of bucks, support us on Patreon. You can watch all our videos a couple of days to a week early, and you get a couple of cool perks like bumper stickers with Wicked Wildlife, and now we've got fridge magnets with Snakebite First Aid. So yeah, I'll call it that before it gets any darker. Thanks for stopping by, guys.